What does the law of God require? Answer: that we love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love our neighbor as ourselves. Friends, why is the essence of the law of God love? Specifically, loving God and loving neighbor. Because sin is turning away from God and others. When we look at the 10 Commandments, they govern these two relationships with God and others. Philip Yancey said, "Taken together, the 10 Commandments weave life on this planet into some kind of meaningful whole, the purpose of which is to allow us to live as a peaceful, healthy community under God. But we cannot legislate goodness." Stuntz, a professor of law in the University of Virginia, makes a fascinating observation about laws. He reckons the highest incidence of law breaking by ordinary citizens involve cheating on income taxes, even though the tax code is so specific. It is a little like telling a little child not to do something, and she would go to do it. On the other hand, Stuntz also notes that the family, the setting perhaps least subject to legal regulation, tends to inspire the opposite kind of behavior: genuine altruism, sacrificial love, unselfishness. Law teaches many things, but the most important thing it teaches is its limit, what it cannot do. Where law falters, love steps in. Yet it took the death of Jesus to teach us and enable us to love God and love our neighbor. While we cannot perfectly fulfill these two requirements, Jesus came to fulfill this law by perfectly obeying them and paying the penalty of death that was ours. Through Jesus' life, death, and resurrection, He has ushered in a new covenant with the promise of new heart and God's Spirit in us. Obedience to God's law to love God and love others is thus a loving response of faith to God's saving work. What does the law of God require? That we love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love our neighbor as ourselves. Amen.